Live from Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater, Texas, it is the regional championship game between the Shallow Water Mustangs and your Brock Eagles. Good evening, everyone. You're listening to Brock Eagle Football, brought to you by Lightfoot Mechanical. Jake Reed alongside my partner Eric Morris. Our statistician is Scott Bowman, and engineer is Harrison Pritchard. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Lamb's Print Shop. Lamb's Print Shop is located in Weatherford, Texas, off of Santa Fe Drive. It is your one-stop shop for all your printing needs. From business cards and wedding invitations to cardstock and programs, call 817-598-1191 or email lambsprintshop@yahoo.com. Going to jump right into the good stuff, and we'll start with this week's Coaches Pregame Show, brought to you by Jerry's Buick and GMC.
Jerry's Buick and GMC in Weatherford are proud supporters of the Brock High School Eagles.
What a great 2015 season it's been for the Eagles, and Jerry's Buick GMC is keeping the momentum going.
Right now, get huge year-end discounts on all our SUVs. Now's your best time to save thousands.
Come out our way and trade your way
during the year-end sales event at Jerry's Buick GMC in Weatherford.
We are professional grade.
Go Eagles!
Brock came to the Thanksgiving table with a big appetite and left with a full stomach as they beat Wall last Friday in Abilene 45-14. This week, against a well-known Shallow Water team, the Eagles look to clinch the region. You're listening to the Coaches Pregame Show, brought to you by Jerry's Buick and GMC. Take advantage of end-of-the-year deals on the remaining 2015 savings, averaging $5,500. Call 817-596 Buick and GMC. On Jake Reed, you buckled down, only up by just
runs that they where we missed in. That if we just try the right spot to make sure that they.
What if? Because it's passed and early in the first half.
Change our game plan, difference for those guys. I mean, and that's in that offense, that they run on option read and stuff. The quarterback's definitely. So I'm not going to lie. Made a big difference. Did it matter in the outcome of the game? I don't feel like it probably did.
French excelled in a game where to putting in defenses.
On the field at the same time, great effect for our offense.
Listening to the Coaches Pregame in GMC, remember to call 965581, or you can visit them at Jerry's Buick GMC. Learn to get yours against Shallow. And do you play off last year's season-ending loss to your team, or forget?
Don't forget that the kids are down the week to go back and look at things we could have done different in that game to have a different outcome. The most crisp game that we played, I was doing part to those guys. We don't talk about the revenge factor as much as we talk about cleaning up. Having a different outcome.
Water will look to rely on a field back who runs hard. Don't want to score in a break. Looks to extend drive. What focus do you have to bottle?
And playing inside out ball, and when we do get to him, make the yards after contact. Hopefully we can limit yards. I mean, he's a great running back. He rushed for 2,500, 2,600. So you're talking about a guy, a kid, carried the ball a lot. He's going to get his yards and try to contain him as much. He makes that offense because if you key on O, he's got passing. He's got right out of bounds rushing after Monday nights. He's not to be overlooked either on Ogle because the quarterback has a field day.
you got to start with a good offensive line. Shallow Waters has great level. They fire off the ball. Did you tell D-line and linebackers that in their hands to create
and making sure that we can tie? Our D-line really needs to be weak like they did against Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. Better, they're different kind of. They do a great job. Our defense line.
To the coach's pregame show, brought to you by Jerry's Buick. For over 40 years, Jerry Durant wants you to let you know paid your way. Located 596-5581 or Jerry's Buick GM.com. Coach, good. All righty, have a good day.
That is on.
Inventory in Texas.
6,000 off Yukons. Come out our way. Your way.
At GMC.
Welcome back to Durham Field in Sweetwater, Texas. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by Lamb's Print Shop. Jake Reed alongside Eric Morris up in the booth. Just want to let the listening audience know we are having some technical difficulties dealing with Verizon, so we're now running off of our engineer's phone. If we leave us by accident, just stick with us. We're going to try and get up as quick as we can. We apologize for the inconvenience. Other than that, this is my favorite part of the show as I pass it to the man on my left for this week's series of Under the Headset, brought to you by Lightfoot Mechanical. Eric, a lot to talk about. Let's start with last year's game and the impact it plays tonight. Brock fell short to Shallow Water by 1 point, making this meeting just a little more special for the boys in blue. Last year's big wideout Braxton Shaft for Shallow Water has graduated and now playing for the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. How does his departure impact tonight's game?
Well, it's interesting that you say that. We had am I on over there? Turn it on. I'm still doing something. It's interesting to say big impact. Two teams, Brock and Shallow Water, are almost the same in every sport that they play. Brock barely beat out Shallow Water this past year for the Lone Star Cup, for most state championships, most high finishes in the different sports. We won in golf. We won in boys basketball. We got to one round short of where Shallow Water did. Everything was pretty close, and the fact that Shallow Water won last year by 1 point when they went for two is a big testament to how close these. But number 10 last year, we busted for one of their touchdowns. They players 15 or 20 yards outside the 5 bring him down, and a few plays later they touchdown, and then how they ended up winning last year. So he not only 14 points for their offensively, and we had to go direction. We tried to go make such a big impact. He's not there this year, but that number stopped us a lot when he was on defense. There, we're going
number 20 run for Ogles is basically carrying to pull, spread the scrimmage out wide, Rock defend a power run.
Well, I Shallow Water earlier, and they were saying last year that Ogle, he's a 3,000-plus yard running back. He's got over 330 carries already. Now, to take that, Letty has 1,500. And between them, they have 170-something carries. He's got more than 50-something carries up, and back with the quarterback in the shot position, and they'll do a zone read, and then they'll pull a tackle, they'll lead up that middle. To do what they can to try to stop number quarterback Contreras ball more, and we've seen 2 weeks when the quarterback for the other carries the ball, Brock's able to win.
The captains for Brock taking the field: French, Tucker Sargent, and number 10. To talk to you, Eric, the keys to the game. Brock, let's start with them on offense.
Not have Letty and Tyler. So this is going to be something new for Shallow Water last year with either Letty. They didn't see Cooper Warren on last year. The four-headed monster that Brock had, and Seth throwing the ball, or Letty in the backfield. So it's going to really help offensively to get outside with Letty, go in against them last year.
1,500 yards there. Got a big target in Rand Johnson. 6'4", 170. Your wide receiver. How does this defense of Brock take him?
Everything was with Ogle and handing it off. That was pretty much their offense. Yeah, Brock usually doesn't run the zone. And keeping it himself. Faster going side to side. Faster between the hashes. If they can put the stop on.
Water won the toss, selected. It is a southeast wind. Don't know how much that's going to in effect. Brock with their going in the playoffs this year with Water in their white as red trim. You've been listening 91 or email print shop at yahoo.com. We're set for kick in Mineola as I the blank number. Excuse me, that is 82 days. Mason in the back. French and Tyler Gray. About 80 in here right now. Tonight's region on their way. And by Gray running breaks a tackle offensive line. Powell and Bo Harrell, the tight outs, Cooper Warren and Trent Corcoran in the double-headed monster. Always is Letty French, Tyler Gray in the backfield. We'll go under center, French and Gray in the backfield. French to the right side to the 20, 25 to the 30 and knocked out. National Bank first down.
That's just the left side. Backer sprinting through the hole.
Brock is going to hand it to the right side to tackle, and then unable to keep his feet is go Tyler Gray. No on the play, 2nd and 10.
There ran into Letty, who was. That's not the play that they wanted, but they're showing different offensive sets right now.
As you know, about 3 games picture, Bowman going to take the Mustang Bowl are not very I'm going to try and get everybody's name up down there on the field. Third and 10, ball on the left hash. 3 wideouts into the boundary. And it in the punting unit. Punted very few times. Probably it back to the 5'9", 150 soft running back.
The previous ones to that, Brock, I don't remember the last time they punt the first time.
Good kick by Gossett. It'll hit at the 30 line, down to the 22. Ryan Johnson and Connor Smith. The offensive line is Ogle to his left. Yard gain.
Is that a fumble?
Brock said that they have the football.
Nope.
Turnover for Shallow Water. Defense already trying to flip the ball. Wideouts to the right-hand side, one to the left. Ogle to Contreras' right. Johnson ran, will come in motion. They'll fake the give. It's going to be kept by Contreras. Runs into his own man, and he'll have no gain. This defense is a tenacious one. They're led by their defensive line. Patino, Sargent, Hara, Mikey Golden, Jordan Andre, Caden Fain, and Devin Stentz. The linebackers are Dawson Littlepage, Zane Young, Letty French, and then the safeties, Patino, Langford, and Teal, with the corners Gray and Skelton. 3rd and 7, ball on the 25-yard line, 9:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Brock punted after 4 plays, now trying to convert third down is Shallow Water. They snap the ball, it will go to Ogle, cuts to the right side, going to move forward. A lineman from Shallow Water jumped off sides. It kind of drew Brock. They stall thinking they get the flag, and they run it right up the middle. That's a pickup of 9 and a first down for Shallow Water.
I wanted to touch on number 77, the center, in a second when we get a chance. I got some good things about him.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Contreras in shotgun formation. They will fake the give and an end around. Great tackle. It went to Rand Johnson, and he's wrapped up after they try the trick play. That is Mikey Golden.
Wow.
He leads the team in tackles for loss this postseason. This is only his 5th game on varsity. Go ahead on number 77,
number
Nick
77,
Hodges.
we talked about it earlier this week. He tries to submarine the nose guard, and he has his head in front of the ball when he does that technique, and that's why he was offsides a while ago. They didn't call it.
Contreras swing pass out to Ogle, caught at the 30, down to the 35, missed a tackle. The 40, 45, breaks another tackle, crosses over in the field, and down at the 40, 27 on the play, and Ogle breaking tackle. Ogle, not a guy yards on one play, but he is a big back. He runs hard, and he's able to pick up 5 to 6 when he's running. Brock's got to do a better job in the open field.
That was that little swing pass, RPO, run pass option. They threw it to him. He got down the field.
2 receivers either side, but tight to the line of scrimmage. Ogle in the backfield, Contreras, 3-step drop, looking, now going to throw over the left side. Got a man, and he overshot number 5, Tyler Simmons, 6'2", 160 senior, who had a step on number 19, Kyle Teal. I want to remind you the first quarter is brought to you by Texas Butane. Texas Butane Company, serving all of Parker and surrounding counties for more than 50 years. They offer everything from propane tanks, sales, and leasing. Call 817-594-2612. 2nd and 10, ball on the right hash. 2 receivers into the boundary. They're going to hand it up the middle to Ogle, crosses midfield again, and bangs his way forward. That's a pickup of 4, and just like I said, that's a guy that's going to pound his way. Not going to get 20 to 30, but he's going to continue to try and stretch drives.
Sure. Is their center, he does a little tell, and every time he has his head up, they're either passing or they're stretch blocking. When he has his head down, they're running back up the middle. If I've noticed it, I'm sure Coach Worrell has.
2 receivers to the right. They're going to go to Ogle up the middle. He's going to pound his way forward, loses the football. There's a pile. It's going to be, if it stays, a pickup of 6, and it will be. He's going to be short of the first down. We'll bring up 4th and 1. Shallow Water's offense staying on the field. Ball's on the 40 on the right hash. They hustle up to the line. They got to get to the 41. Brock is ready for them. Snaps the ball. They're going for it. Ogle up the right side. He'll get it as he bangs his way to the 45. So nobody is scared of this tenacious defense that they're looking at for Brock's side as Shallow Water hustles up to the line. Unable to move against any team we played in the postseason, Shallow Water driving it forward on their first drive. Going to go to Ogle again up to the 45 the 35 to the 32, pick up a 3. So, Eric, we've seen a bunch. They're not slowing down this defense. Back here in Sweetwater, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll get you caught up on what happened, what you missed. Right now, Brock has the ball after they held Shallow Water to a 4th down that they did not complete. They're driving after a big run by Letty French and one by Cooper Warren. It's 2nd and 4, ball on the 40-yard line of Shallow Water. 3 running backs in the backfield will go to Gray, the right side 40, up to the 36-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 4. That'll be a First National Bank first down. Real quick, because Brock's really quick on their offense. Huge on Contreras on a 4th down and 15. They run a double pass from Ogle to number 4, Rand Johnson, incomplete. Great coverage by Kyle Teal, and then Brock took over. So it's 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line, right hash going to the right-hand side. You can bring Warren in motion. They'll give it to Gray up to the 35, sticks his hand down, and picks up 4 to the 31-yard line. Great defensive stop as Brock holds a driving play that took 14 plays correct, including the 4th down. But Shallow Water comes up empty here with 3:55 remaining in the first quarter.
And Shallow Water also used one of their timeouts on that drive, too. Brock wanting to control the ball, handing it off to the left, to the right, back up the middle. Ball control offense.
Ace formation, too, in the backfield. Flag. It's going to be a false start on the entire offense as somebody didn't have the snap count right, and that'll back it up 5 and make it 2nd and 12.
I could see 3 or 4 of them leaning. I don't know if that was Seth saying said hike or he said hike, but somehow that ball didn't come out of the center off the ground. Seth's hand, so it looked like the 4 or 5 of them were moving ahead of time.
Bowman doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but in that time it looks like he had the snap count down wrong. Probably going to go with the same play, ace formation, French and Gray in the backfield. It will go to Gray, back to the 35 to the 30, 25, 20, 15. Titus. Got a man in front of him. He missed the block. Titus Godless, that's a First National Bank first down, hustling to the line. Brock all the way up there. Here's the snap. It's going to go to the right-hand side to Gray, and another false start penalty. So Brock trying to go fast, but they're negated by penalties. That'll back it up 5, and we'll move now to the 17-yard line. Chains weren't even set before Brock went up to snap the ball.
That play, they've run 100 times this year. After run, they like to run up to the line of scrimmage every set plays that they run. I can't believe that they had made a mental mistake. They're picking up the flag. He's waving it off. There you go.
They will pick up the flag, so I'll wait for them to spot the ball to see where it's going to be. That was first down in yard line. So they're not going to count the play. It'll be 1st and 10. 3 running backs in the backfield. Gray, Littlepage, and
reset the play clock.
Dawson.
They didn't reset the clock. And normally after you reset the play clock to 25. That time there wasn't a penalty, so the play clock operator obviously didn't know what to do, so he put it back at 25 now.
Coming from a play clock guy to the right, it will be 1st and 10. Still on the right hash, still at the 11-yard line. We'll go to Warren in the backfield, off left tackle. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be bottled up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1. Great job by that defense, led by Burgent and Jake Johnson. And Huardo, the Hendrick and Townsend, the corners. Ace formation, 2 running backs in the backfield. Toss to Gray up to the 10 and gets to the 8-yard and 6.
You only have so many players on a team. The defense starts putting people outside. When they do, then you make the adjustment. You start going in. Had some good success inside. They're trying to take advantage of outside, but it hadn't been working so far.
Bowman under center will bring Warren in motion. He'll cross the center. They'll pitch it to Gray to the right-hand side. Accepts a tackle, but only makes it down to the 5-yard line. It will be got an automatic on the side. 1:38 remaining here and counting in the first quarter, and they will bring out Nye with 20 seconds left on the play clock. Get everything. Hard kickoff. Field goal down to 4. Here's the snap down. The fake field goal. Teal tucked it and run, but he 55. Brent, who Eric wanted, will get to him at half. So they trade 4th down and unable, still knotted up with a minute left. Shallow water receivers either with Ogle. It will go down to the 8-yard line. They'll pick up.
Earlier, these are basically the same. Shallow
water moved earlier. They're both going to be for the same, and that will take it to.
For a few seconds, he's the 55 middle line. Really good in between the hashes. He's good from side. He also be Tyler Gray or Letty French today.
Stands in his own with Ogle to his right hand, 2 receivers to the right, to the left. Jake Johnson in the back position off the left-hand tackle. Snap will go out running room through the 5 up to the 10 and down. 3rd and 2.
Both are doing a lot of running. They don't want to throw that much. They don't want to take a chance on turning over the football. It's a lot of running going on today.
It'll go to Ogle off right tackle. Hit the first down. Shallow water field. It was ripped off. The 16-yard line. Sawyer.
Every time the snaps the ball on the shotgun back, I'm going to watch that after a little while.
And get it back to his quarter line in front of him. That's going to run. You're listening to Brock Football, to you by Lightfoot Mechanical, tied up at 0 here in
Whether it's heating home, swimming pool, there for you every step of the way. Experienced set of propane company is ready to serve all propane needs, large or needs. Family heating home, swimming pools, a dedicated service team, and experienced set of licensed pro. Call them at 817-594-26.
Saddle Shop second quarter. Inside, 1 to the left. Control will go up the middle and down to the 22 to 0. You would call it as the off guard. If you're just joining us, both have traded. Both offenses have traded the ball over on downs. High again, great job by Contreras. 40 up to midfield. That is, 78, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Shouldn't have said anything about Ogle
there, but now the defense is going to have a big stand up right here. This is almost where Brock was a while ago. The
wall will be on the right hash. 1st and goal on the 6-yard line. Johnson is the fullback, Contreras.
Big
A heck
play.
of a play in the back. Big
Number
Zane
17,
Young,
there he is.
linebacker position, and I always laugh at the fact that a guy line in, he stands over top of you and sticks in.
I need you up, and then let's do.
It's a big play. It's going to be a loss for second and goal from the one to the right. Ogles play in the backfield
Zane Young again.
Zane Young doing it all by himself. Loss of 2, ball back to the 12-yard line as he.
I think Zane is just a side 20, and wherever he goes inside.
Tyler Skelton is in. Remember, they're covering 2 wideouts. Johnson and Simmons both stand 6'2" and Worrell as he didn't have the right. Football brought to you by Mechanical.
For equestrian needs, along with the latest fashions in the boutique, of saddles, tack, feed, games in the horse industry, we can at a great price. And new, along with ammo and gear, Teskey's. One-stop shop from hat.
Try and get back to you quick as we can. It's a revolving problem we have in this press box, right? It is 3rd and goal. Ball on the 12-yard line. Harris takes a snap. Goodness! Holy cow, Brody Hendrick was all himself. Contreras rolled within 50 feet of the pass, and now Shallow Water will have to settle.
Imagine a standing up Jackie Smith. He just absolutely dropped that ball in the end zone.
Contreras is in step foot, ball kick. It is good. Great kick by gets a gift. They only Mason knocks through a field. You're listening to Brock Football, brought to you by Light.
With over 1,000 saddles, Teskey's needs, along with the latest 100,000 square feet of saddles. Find the product you need, up from hat to hoof.
We're here back. Water strikes first. I'm going to get those mixed up as they here with 9:40 in the second quarter. Mason will kick off. French and Gray standing on the right. Catches it at his own on the right hash. Apologize again for the technical difficulties. Carrillo makes a great play in the backfield as he takes Gray down for a loss of 2. Now 2nd and 12. Snap will go to Gray again and no gain on the play. So a real quick first 2 plays, it will be 30-yard line on the right hash in this Brock offense. Really struggling to move the ball anywhere, Eric.
Here's what's going on. Both teams are selling out on the run. Pass plays are open, but neither team is willing to do it because of the possibility of what might happen. When you throw the ball, 3 things happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Bowman checks the play, will bring French in motion, toss to the right-hand side. No, he'll fake it and throw a high. He had Titus Gossett wide open on the Y pop. I even know what that play call is. And Brock just missing the opportunities. That's 3 passes that were overshot to men wide open, and it will bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come out again as Gossett will have to punt it to number 15, Brody Hendrick.
That Y pop play was right there. It takes a little touch. But if he had caught that, he'd been run to the house right now.
Hendrick will stand on his own 35-yard line. 8:25 remaining. Shallow Water leads Brock 3-0 in the Teske Saddle Shop second quarter. Good snap and a really good kick. This will go end over end, bounce at the 30. We'll see what it does. Hits at the 25, into the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Titus Gossett has had him two really good kicks. That'll die at the 10-yard line. So you're going to pin them back. It'll be 1st and 10 on the right hand, on the right hash. They will have to go 90 yards. I want to remind you the second quarter is brought to you by Teske Saddle Shop. Teske's new gun store is just open, and it's time for hunting season. Over 1,000 new guns in the largest ammo selection in the area. Located off of I-20 west of Weatherford on Dennis Road. Call 817-599-3400. Ogle has been the key to success as they have leaned on the big running back all game long. He's almost got 100 through the ground. They will fake the give to him. It will be capped by Contreras, who paid for the hit. As he picks up 1 yard, it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
I think really that's what Brock wants him not give it to Ogle and make Contreras take it. So if they can put more key on Ogle and force Contreras to take the ball, I think that's what they're looking to do here in this.
Jake Johnson, the fullback, in front of Ogle to his right-hand side, 2 receivers to the right. They'll throw the swing pass. He dropped it. That ball, 5 it is. Ogle going to retreat up to the 5-yard line and drilled in the back. That's number 35, Caden Fain. After all of that, it'll just be a loss of 1, bring it back to where the ball originally started and bring up 3rd and 10 with 7:19 and counting. 3-0. Last week was the first time Brock was held scoreless first quarter. They've never been held scoreless in the first half in 13 games.
That was that little swing pass to the running back, number 20. He took his eyes off of it because he was thinking about running upfield. He dropped it, and he wasn't sure whether or not he was behind the quarterback when he touched it. But he thought he was, so he picked it up, started running, and he took a big hit on
it. Either side, close to the line of scrimmage. Contreras will overshoot 15. Brody Tracy or call him. Check today, 817-599-9902. Mason punt. It will go in, and it will hit at the retreat. Oh, look out, it hits a Brock at the 50-yard line on it, and Brock avoided disaster. First National Bank.
That was right in the chest. He was quick enough on it. He's at midfield. 28 left in the second quarter.
Ball on the right. The boundary. Gray will take 35-30, 35 20, 15, 10, breaks a tackle. Ow. Keep your feet. Great play made there. Down saving tackle. Brock cash. It will be a goal line set. Gray in the backfield. Corcoran's wide to the right. Titus sit in the tight end position. For the low straights available, call Jennifer 17995. Programs available, including convention program. Don't let your credit stop from calling them. They can help. And he knocks it through. 6:07 remaining here in the. Brought to you by Light Mechanical.
As one of the most trusted names in the horse, we can guarantee that you'll find the product you need at the quality you expect at a great price. Carry firearms, both used and new, along with ammo and gear. Teske, your one-stop shop from.
Back here at Durham Field, we apologize for the inconvenience. We're going to let you know we're going to have it all night, so try to refresh it. The feed, if you drop it, a 3-yard run by Tyler Gray answers a 32-yard field goal by Davis Mason as we're set for the Teske Saddle Shop kickoff. In Brush Nye, as he's unfortunately done the past 5 games, kicks it out of bounds. That will be a legal procedure, and Shallow Water will have a short field to go.
I'm not sure he always does that terrible, except for the fact that the coach just walked over to him and said, hey, what's going on? He's pulling his chin strap off like he did. One of the great things about Claymore last year is wherever the coaches wanted that ball kicked, he kicked
was
it
going
exactly there. And he kicked a lot of balls just inside the 2-yard line that barely went inside the cone on the corner. And that's something that we missed in this year.
Shallow Water got 3 on their previous drive. They're going to try 6 minutes remaining and 70. Contreras in shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. They'll hand it up to Ogle. Look at good tackle number 25, Letty French. It'll be a pickup of 1.
When you run that 10-1 defense or the 10-1 special or the 3-4, whatever it is they're doing on each play, there's a specific person that's responsible for the running back, the fullback, the tailback, the receiver, and if that player doesn't do their job, it doesn't work out well. So each person is counting on their teammate to do their job.
It'll be 2nd and 10. A pickup of 5 after Ogle runs off the right guard. It will bring up 3rd and 5. Ball will be at midfield at the 35-yard line with 5.5 remain here in the first half. 7-3, Brock leads.
Shallow Water does the no huddle, not hurry up program and pre-snap. Now here they are, not huddling up again.
Shallow Water will shift 2 running backs to the right. Contreras will go all the way to his right-hand side, and he's going to escapes a tackle but doesn't escape the 3rd. He came to the help of number 28 as they both of them but Contreras tackle. Thank goodness. That'll have right here.
I'm sure the coaches have taught stay away from that ball.
Punt caught at midfield. French moving top 3. Look out. He's to the outside of the 35 and down at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 20. 30. This crowd direction. In 4 minutes.
Obviously, they're going this second block right here.
All on the right. Bowman quick up. 2 running back.
Going.
And that's where it'll be 4.
He has been extra yards. You're right. He's tackled. Have all that tonight. Shallow Water.
Right-hand side, and it's going to be false start again on shooting themselves. Now it'll be a net long one, bring up 7.
Hey, I'm sure they work on plays. It's not that back. You got to pay attention. Hope around and do your job.
Second and 11, ball right hash, 2 running backfield, 1 to the left, the right-hand side, giving French, and he's not going to get anything.
That I was talking about earlier, who shoots it to try to stop that run, make that play.
3 receivers under pressure, now going to throw across. First down. Bowman is time he does.
First down.
Cooper 10 yards. That would bring first down. They're going to get a and 1. You've got the ball up with 3:12. Give it to Shallow Water going in the second half. If it's not a first range, you got to go for it here, Chris.
Stopped and came back toward the middle of the field and caught that ball.
Big right hand all the way back and shoots it to signal a first. The downs 3:09. The right, that's French. And a great job of running down as Lady French broke through tackles up the right-hand side and knocks it in. remaining here in the 3.
That the edge on him. Trent Corcoran, good block on his guy, but that Letty put a stiff arm on him around, held his ground, grabbed his balance back, and then it in about 15 yards for a touchdown. Great play by Letty.
Capital Bank extra point. Capital has 2 locations. Parker County, 1,126 South Ranch Road, Suite 400, 98-5400 of Brock Eagle foot, putting 14 points on 53 remaining in the Saddle Shop second quarter. Brock football brought to you.
Home or business, Texas Beauty for all your propane needs. They are there for you every step of the way with a dedicated licensed propane drivers. Texas Butane Company is 12.
2:53 remain in the test. Shallow water 4. Need to go down there and see them. They're I-20 west of West. They do a great job. Bryce and I will kick it deep to the right hand side. It's going to be caught, fumbled. That's number 10, Bryson Blair. No, Townsend catches the ball and it knocks, and is thankfully able to recover it. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Look at Bryson kicking the ball deep. Nice. It was rolling on the ground for a few seconds. He barely picked it up. We got down there, starting from their own 14-yard.
He playing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring Hendrick in motion. Now they're going to option right-hand side. All day to pitch, stretching the field as much, and they don't pick up anything.
They want the quarterback to have to run the ball out of the play. They took the dive man. He wanted to pitch it. He kept wanting the ball, but when he finally ended up picking up about half.
It'll be a 4 wide receiver inside. Contreras will that way, looking for the screen. Now I got to throw it away. It's caught to the 10. The 10 to the 15. Cuts up to the 17-yard line, and it'll be a pickup. 6. So pressure in the field applied by Zane Young for a minute 45. Half 14-3. Brock leads Shallow Water. Shallow Water will get ball coming out.
Receivers outside trips. 2 of them ran up screen across the middle.
Fullback late getting on the field. Right-hand side bottled up. There plays in the first half. It's going to be a time. Going to be Texas Butane timeout. Brock leads.
With over 2,000 Eskies is your #1 source. Latest fashions in the boutique. More. It's one of the most need at the quality you expect at a great price. Your one-stop shop from hat to hoof.
3-yard line will take the punt. It will hit at the 40. Bounds. Wow. They'll get in 7 yards. It walked a tie down the sideline. It'll be at the 48-yard line of here before time. We'll let you know that we apologize for the technical delay. And there's not a whole lot down here.
A lot of windmills, I saw.
Nevertheless, we're going to center, 3 wideouts to the right. Going to bounce the pass, and that will be a live ball. So we'll lose 7 in the play. So try a little trick.
Field and the bounce. To get a good bounce out of it.
2nd and 17. Ball on the 2nd and 17. Ball on Brock 46. 3-step drop will roll. Throw and nearly intercept at the 35-yard. And that's number 2, Jacob 15 for the Eagles.
One of the reasons that you want to throw with a little time left on the clock is that you don't want to do it is a turnover.
Bowman under one receiver to the right. They'll toss the middle up to the 50 to the Tyler Gray. Going to be a good pick to get to.
When choosing a propane delivery company for your home or business, Texas Butane Company in Weatherford is the right choice for all your propane needs. Family owned and operated for more than 50 years. It's heating homes, swimming pools,